Watch this if you are thinking or considering of doing 75 hard. So I did 75 hard back in 2021. I actually failed 6 motherfucking times. And I wanted to talk about this because I feel like there's so much negative bullshit out there on the internet. And as Andy Frisella, the creator of the program, always says, it's fucking bullshit. All of this is bullshit. Like, even today, I didn't want to share something that I'm personally working towards weight loss wise or bodybuilding goal wise, because I was like, wow, maybe I'm going to hurt some people's feelings or everybody's going to be triggered. And I'm like, what the fuck? Allie, why the fuck would you ever not just fucking do it? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, Allie. That's the dumbest thing. Anyway, okay, so 75 hard, you'll hear things like it's toxic, it's a weight loss program. No. So I did it last year. I am actually on day 11 right now of the program as well. And what I took away last year was I failed 6 times. And then I got up in my 7th time I completed it. So if that tells you anything, you can do it the fuck too. The reason why I wanted to start it was in the end of 2020. 2020 in general was a fucking nightmare. And then I just had the wildest depression last winter. I was working from home. I wasn't going many places. I also just bought my house that year, and I got out of a very narcissistic, what's the word I'm talking about? Domestic violence relationship. And I was just in for the first time in a very, very, very long time, like 3 years, I was by myself in my own head, in my own thoughts, and I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. So I was constantly motherfucking anxious. I was an anxious bitch. I was depressed. I was using food as a coping mechanism. And every time I looked in the mirror, I was just like, bitch, this isn't you, Allie. This isn't who we are. This isn't what we do. So I gave it a shot in February, failed, literally day fucking 60, you guys. I failed day 60, started over again, finished in July. Okay, so why I'm sharing this with you is, number one, it is not a weight loss challenge. It is not a fucking weight loss challenge. What it is it's a mental transformation. And how I knew this was I went through a crazy physical transformation from after I graduated college in 2012 to about 2016. And I just knew how much having the discipline, having structure really made me feel good. And that's what I got from 75 hard. The hardest part for me at first was doing the outdoor workout because, number one, I live in Iowa and currently it's negative 15 wind chill. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to stay home. I want to be warm. And I was like, no. This is what we always do. We always talk ourselves out of doing the shit that we really want to do. So after I would get my walk in, I'd be at home and be like, wow, this feels really good. I feel really good being outside, even though it's so cold. I feel so good after being in the sun instead of on my couch working all day. And that's kind of the momentum that I got after every single day of completing something. And it's like, wow, I feel really good. Everything became so much more intentional. So now for the diet wise, let's talk about that. That can be excuse me, literally fucking anything that you want it to be. The best part about this program is it's so scalable. So what I chose to do was, because I was not happy with my body, I did choose a caloric deficit. I have some friends who chose, I just want to do intuitive eating. So part of the program says you can't eat like microwave garbage, so junk food. So they just ate better food, right? They didn't track anything. They didn't monitor calories. They didn't do this. They just chose better foods that their body told them to do. So I chose to do, based on my, BMR, base metabolic rate, of 1,600 calories plus or minus 100. And I did not worry about macros. I just wanted to hit inside of there. And still, I do not understand why some people can sign up and pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for a motherfucking 12-week challenge and follow a program like food, working out, but God forbid they say 75 hard, a free self-guided program is toxic. So sorry, that was a side note. Anyways, so I chose that deficit and I didn't worry about macros. I did put my stuff in MyFitnessPal and it ended up working. I'll have to create like a blog post or another one of these voice things soon about like what exactly I ate. But when I was like, say, having a craving for like, say, pizza, chips, pasta, cheese, I literally scheduled it in. So how I did it was I chose the fucking alternatives. And I swear, all the people who I've talked to who've done 75 hard, they did the same thing. So instead of having a bag of Doritos, I bought Quest chips. If I wanted a cookie, I got a Quest cookie. This isn't sponsored by Quest, by the way. I just like their products. And if I want a pizza, your bitch bought a motherfucking Quest pizza from Target for $7. And it's like 700 calories and I made it work. And then the Halo top I would do, and fuck, what else was there? So I love mac and cheese because I am 32 going on 8. And I would get the Bird's Eye, that brand of veggie mac and cheese. And so I did schedule into my like day or a week because your girl is a productive bitch and I work within a planner and a scheduler. I scheduled in on Friday evenings. I would have my quote unquote cheat meal, which was one of those things. So it was still healthy. It was a better alternative. And I did it. For workout wise, I just found something on the internet. I think I did Jim Stepani's Shortcut to Shred the second time, and I fucking loved it. And then I walked outside. My dogs loved that. Book-wise, I read books at nighttime. I love the, like, reading about other people's success stories in, like, the fitness. Like, I loved, what's Daddy Goggins? You know what David Goggins is Daddy Goggins in this girl's world. Can't Hurt Me, James Lawrence, The Iron Cowboy, but one of my favorite books I read was definitely The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, and it was written in, I think, 2009, but the premises and the context of it is so totally applicable today. Sure, it's about marketing. A little plug here. I am an artist and I do motivational art, so I'll have to put a link below here for that too. But anyways, what I got out of that was people would literally go door to fucking door. They would do 10 times the amount of work that they had to do, and they would see even more, beyond 10 times more the results that they wanted. I was like, oh, so I'm literally working from home. I'm doing all this shit at home. I literally have no fucking excuse to not have my food prepped, to not have food ready, to not do this. It really opened my eyes to what is actually possible. So, books, I read my books at nighttime right before I went to bed. It was, I think I got through like 5 or 6. I'll put a link to a blog post I'm writing right now. I'll probably do another voice again too of my favorite ones and the ones that I recommend the most. Like I'd say there's different categories. There's like motivation, there's like marketing, blah, blah, blah. And then what was the last one? No drinking, not really a problem for me because I don't really drink. And then no cheat meals. We talked about that. Water, gallon of water. I ended up buying a bitch-ass Hydro Jug, filling that up twice a day. I don't know why, but Lifetime has amazing water here in Des Moines. So I chug that bitch when I'm there and fill it back up. So that's really, I'd say, the high level of how I did it. My 2 workouts, what I ate, my diet, no cheating, no alcohol. Progress picture. Your bitch woke up in the morning. She went into her spare room with her big ass mirror and snapped that photo. And I know, because I've been there twice now, that is the fucking hardest part some days. And let me tell you, there has never been a time, like after I started taking progress photos, that I ever regretted starting. I always think of future fucking Allie. And I'm like, how will I feel? How will I feel when I complete this? How will I feel when I have these before photos to use? How will this inspire other people when I share my story with them? So just a little tidbit that I use, psychology. Everything's all about fucking feelings, you guys. And I feel like I've completed this. I'm literally sitting outside of Starbucks about to grab the saddest coffee ever because your girl is on day 11 of 75 hard again. But I hope this was helpful for you. This was really on a whim, and I feel like I'm my most authentic self when I do shit more on the whim like this. So I hope this was helpful for you. I've had several people ask me, bitch, what did you do? I want to bounce off ideas. So that is how I did it the first time. I guess I should suggest too that if you need like a community, highly recommend I used the Reddit thread. There's 75 hard Reddit. I like that better than the Facebook group because the Facebook group is fucking wild and bonkers and it's metaverse. I don't want to be there. And then definitely I downloaded the app. And then also look for people on like Instagram or whatever using the hashtag 75hard. Best way to connect with people. Okay, with that, I'm out. I love you guys. If you like this, please let me know in the comments below. I know I could have done this as a video, but whatever, fuck it. Maybe I'll start a podcast eventually. Also, if you have questions, let me know too, and I'll do an FAQ. Okay, love you. Bye.